Good afternoon. We are back from recess. It is Tuesday, October 31st, 2023. It is 3:34 p.m. We have two public hearings scheduled. The first one is from Community Planning and Economic Development, public hearing for the City of Yelm and Thurston County Joint Plan Update. The second one is from Public Works, public hearing on an ordinance to amend Thurston County Code, Chapter 8.22.010, regarding the membership of the Solid Waste Advisory Committee. For the first public hearing, the purpose of this public hearing is to accept and consider public comment on the City of Yelm and Thurston County Joint Plan Update. The Yelm Joint Plan is part of the Comprehensive Plan Docket Item CPA-1 and is priority 4 of 9 on the Comprehensive Plan docket. This is a hybrid public hearing. Those wishing to testify have joined in person by Zoom, emailed in comment, or mailed in comment. If you wish to testify, please visit the Thurston County homepage online and select announcements of public hearings on the left-hand side. The information to join this public hearing remotely has been posted there. If you do not wish to testify but would like to listen and follow along, please watch the live stream through the Thurston County YouTube channel to help us manage attendance. Amila Schwartz, Associate Planner, will provide information on this topic. Public comment will begin with those in the boardroom, and then we will move on to Zoom. Assuming those on Zoom wish to testify, the interim county manager will help me read your name out loud. You will have 4 minutes to testify. Time may not be given to another person. When you're called on, please state your name and address for the record. This public hearing is now open. Amelia Schwartz will now present background information of the proposed amendment, written comments submitted, and any additional information required by the board.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. I'm Amelia Schwartz, Associate Planner of Community Planning. Today's hearing is for CPA 1, the City of Yelm and Thurston County Joint Plan Update. This public hearing will accept testimony on the potential to repeal and replace the 2006 Joint Plan. The only action for the board today is to close the hearing. A final action on the Yelm Joint Plan will be made at the end of the year, with all 2023 comprehensive plan updates in November or December 2023. The Yelm Joint Plan is part of Comprehensive Plan Docket Item CPA 1 and is priority 4 of 9 on the 2022-2023 Comprehensive Plan docket. The Yelm Joint Plan had its last major update in 2006. The proposed Joint Plan is a full repeal and replacement, and the update is based off the 2017 Yelm Comprehensive Plan as the foundation. Using the City of Yelm's most recent comprehensive plan as the basis maintains consistency and includes updated themes of the city. And the proposed updates to the Yelm Joint Plan element of the Thurston County Comprehensive Plan make the plan consistent with the County Comprehensive Plan and other planning documents. The Thurston County Community Planning Department held 2 special meeting work sessions with the City of Yelm and Thurston County Planning Commissions on May 22nd and July 10th, 2023. A public hearing with the Joint Planning Commissions was held on July 10th, 2023. At the July 10th work session following the public hearing, the City of Yelm and Thurston County Planning Commissions unanimously moved to recommend adoption of the Joint Plan update. On August 8th, 2023, the City of Yelm Mayor issued a letter of support for recommendation of the City of Yelm and Thurston County Joint Plan on behalf of the City of Yelm. A SEPA determination of non-significance was issued on July 21st, 2023. The public comment period ended August 4th, and the appeal period closed on August 11th, 2023. No comments or appeals were received. On August 30th, 2023, the Board of County Commissioners held a briefing to review the proposed amendment, and on October 3rd, staff requested the public hearing be set by the board. A public notice was published in the Olympian on October 6th. Email notification to interested parties was sent on October 4th, 2023, and a press release was issued on October 20th, 2023. All draft documents have been available online at the community planning website, as well as a story map. To date, there have been 4 written comments received, 0 since the comment period for the Board of County Commissioners hearing has opened. Comments included topics on flood mitigation, protected natural and habitat areas, and rural areas south of the UGA. A final decision on all 2023 comprehensive plan updates will be done at the end of the year in November or December due to state legislation of only 1 comprehensive plan update per year. There will be a board briefing to discuss all updates on November 8th. That concludes my remarks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Questions? Commissioner Edwards?
No questions, thank you.
Questions, Commissioner Menser?
Since some folks may not know what a joint plan even is, if you were a county resident living outside of the city limits of Yelm, what would be most interesting to you in this plan that we're be hearing about today?
Probably the most interesting, I think, would be the future land use. So a joint plan helps cities plan for the land use, especially as they integrate and incorporate lands from the UGA in the next years or so. And so something that's interesting is we've added in this new update a map that shows predicted future zoning after annexation by the city. And so that's actually what the city is hoping to do with that land. And that could be something very interesting or potentially exciting for someone.
And that would be, that map in this instance shows changes from what the current zoning is?
Yes. Yeah. So that is map 3 in the plan.
I always like to point out, because I had this misconception, so I think maybe others might have, that these initial joint plans were really the aligning of the development code regulations, and that's a separate thing
Yeah.
that we do after the joint plan. To me, they're connected, but we kind of do them in pieces, so I would just point out that this isn't that yet.
Correct. Yet. Yeah. It may be something in the future, but right now it's just the plan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, so we will move on to public testimony. I don't have anyone signed up, but is there anyone in the boardroom who would like to provide public testimony in regards to this plan? Is there? No? Okay. And I don't see anyone on Zoom. Okay. So with that, we will move on to discussion.
I don't have any issues on this particular plan to discuss. I think it's been pretty well worked out. Staff's done a good job.
Thank you.
Nothing more. Do you want a motion to close public hearing?
Yes, sir.
I move to close the public hearing.
Second,
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
no ma'am.
I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Edwards?
Aye.
Commissioner Menzer?
Aye.
Commissioner Mejia?
Aye. Public hearing is now closed. And a follow-up briefing is scheduled for November 8th, 2023, and a final action on all 2023 comprehensive plan updates will be done at one time due to state legislation of only one comprehensive plan update per year. Thank you. Okay, so that will conclude our first public hearing. Our second public hearing is an ordinance to amend Thurston County Code Chapter 8.22.010 regarding the membership of the Solid Waste Advisory Committee, or SWAC. The purpose of this public hearing is to accept and consider public comment on an ordinance to amend Thurston County Code Chapter 8.22.010. This is a hybrid public hearing. Those wishing to testify have joined in person by Zoom, emailed in comment, or mailed in comment. If you wish to testify, please visit the Thurston County homepage online and select announcements of public hearings on the left-hand side. The information to join this public hearing remotely has been posted there. If you do not wish to testify but would like to listen and follow along, please watch the live stream through the Thurston County YouTube channel to help us manage attendance. Jeff Bickford, our solid waste manager, will provide information on this topic. Public comment will begin with those in the boardroom, and then we will move on to Zoom. Assuming those on Zoom wish to testify, the interim county manager will help me read your name out loud. You will have 4 minutes to testify. Time may not be given to another person. When you're called on, please state your name and address for the record. The public hearing is now open. Jeff Bickford will now present background information of the proposed amendment, written comments submitted, and any additional information requested by the board.
It's kind of low. Good afternoon, Commissioners. Jeff Bickford, Solid Waste Manager for Public Works. This public hearing is being held to take public testimony on a proposed amendment to Chapter 8.22.010 of the Thurston County Code, which designates the membership of the Solid Waste Advisory Committee. Thurston County Code governs the establishment and membership of the Solid Waste Advisory Committee, SWAC. Membership is to include a county commissioner and representatives from all 7 cities and towns in Thurston County, the Port of Olympia, the solid waste industry, the recycling industry, the business community, as well as 3 citizen representatives. Current code states the SWAC shall have a citizen representative from each commissioner district, which will soon be increasing from 3 to 5. With the addition of 2 new districts, this would add an additional 2 members to the SWAC. Additionally, Revised Code of Washington, RCW 70A.205.110, states a SWAC should include a member to represent agriculture. The current county code does not include this position. To meet this requirement, the SWAC currently has a member who holds a dual role representing agriculture as well as being one of the citizen representatives. So the SWAC initially discussed this issue back at their January meeting, and several options were brought forth to the committee at their July meeting for consideration, which they discussed and talked about. At their August 2nd, 2023 meeting, the SWAC unanimously supported recommending that the board that the membership remain at 15 members, the agricultural representative position be added to the list, and that the 3 citizen representatives be reduced to 2 resident at-large positions, with those individuals required to reside in different commissioner districts. A briefing was held with the Board of County Commissioners on August 24th, 2023 on this issue. I would like to note that this ordinance change would not have a direct effect on any current member's term. The notice of the public hearing was published in the Olympian on Tuesday, October 10th, 2023, and to date, no public comment on this issue has been received by the department. That is what I have. Any questions?
Questions?
And maybe for the public, so they'll understand what we're not doing, is this won't have any direct effect on rates and charges that they might be exposed to right now. Is that right?
That is correct. The SWAC is basically advisory on policy and facilities to the Board of Commissioners.
Thank you.
Thank you. Questions?
What I think I never quite listened carefully enough to understand is this requirement to have an agricultural seat. What, you said state law required, and is that new?
It is in the RCW and it's been there for quite some time.
Been there, we just weren't following it.
Yeah, our ordinance is not in sync with that.
Okay, so this was just an opportunity to sync that up and deal with the new situation of the.
Correct.
Okay.
Could I make a comment on that, Madam Chair?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd just like to point out to the public, I believe we were following it because we had an agricultural representative
Correct.
on the board. It's just that we could have had maybe one more, somebody else that we didn't have, but there's no legal requirement that we have all 15 positions filled at all times, is there?
Correct. Actually, the RCW only requires a minimum of 9 members,
okay.
but we have up to 15, and you're correct. We actually had an agricultural rep, but he also was one of our citizen reps, so he was filling a dual role, which, while is okay, is not optimum because you have somebody that's filling 2, so you're not getting that full voice on the committee.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll move on to public testimony. Is there anyone in the boardroom?
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here with you again today. I'm Renee Radcliffe Sinclair, residing at 7908 Riverview Drive Southeast, Tumwater 98501, and I am currently the chair of the Solid Waste Advisory Committee. And as Jeff shared with you, we did start talking about this issue last January. In July, staff brought to us an array of options for us to take a look at, which we talked about again. And then in August of this year, unanimously decided to recommend to you the language that you have in front of you. And I'm sure you probably remember we briefed you on this about 2 months ago in late August. And I'm just here for moral support and if I can provide the perspective of the volunteers who serve on the committee.
Thank you.
Can I ask her?
Yeah.
So I can't remember the alternatives that you had before you, but was the consideration trying to keep it at the current maximum, or were there other considerations that made you feel strongly this was the right one?
So we looked at other considerations that would have added to our numbers and really felt that the size of the committee right now was very manageable, both in terms of actually getting people to the meeting so that we could have a quorum at each of our meetings, and in just staff being able to wrangle 15 members. And so, as was mentioned, even though state law did call out an agricultural representative, we did have one person filling both those roles. That person is now going to step away from his role as a district representative and just represent agriculture. And then we're looking at 2 at-large district positions, or really just citizen positions. And we have those folks on our current advisory committee, and they will remain for now until their term is up.
Okay.
Thank you. Questions, Commissioner Wood?
I just want to take this opportunity to thank you, Renee, for serving. You've got quite a few years in, and it's quite an undertaking, and thank you very much.
You know, I moved to Thurston County 8.5 years ago, and I've been on this committee for over 8 now. So it's been a while, but it's been a privilege, and thank you.
Thank you.
We're only laughing because a big shark
big
came
shark,
behind
yes.
you as you were speaking. Halloween costume. A humongous shark.
Okay. Any discussion? on
No
this?
further discussion now.
Okay, is there,
Are we going to be allowed to move forward on this one? All right. Let's get it in. First, move to close the public hearing. I'll make the
Second.
motion, okay.
okay, it's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
No, ma'am.
I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Everett?
Aye.
Commissioner Mentzer?
Aye.
Commissioner Mejia?
Aye. Okay, and then there's an action proposed. Are commissioners ready to move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
Move to approve the proposed ordinance amending Thurston County Code Chapter 822010.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
No, ma'am.
I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Everett?
Aye.
Commissioner Mentzer?
Aye.
Commissioner Mejia?
Aye. Okay, thank you so much for coming. Okay, that will conclude our 2 public hearings. It is 3:51 and we are adjourned.